Hi. So I just wanted to come in here quick. I am hoping to come back in here this afternoon when Owen's napping to do the next chapter of Super Attractor. But right now, there's some things I realized I didn't say in that last video with the emotion code book, just like some things to make sure you're preparing your body and mind in like the best way to do that clearing work. That book is super powerful. So I just want, it is very simple, like once you can figure out muscle testing or the pendulum, like the idea is simple, like to intentionally release your emotions. People told me it was powerful before I did it, but I didn't quite understand. And what I mean by powerful, everyone's gonna feel it differently. So when you're releasing emotions, me being someone who has always sort of purposely pushed my emotions down, when they do come up, I'm like, what do I do? So number one, the biggest thing is make sure you're well hydrated. And I think this goes for any sort of clearing work you're doing, any sort of emotional work. If you're working on loving yourself more, loving your inner child more, working on any sort of clearing, releasing any trauma, any emotional clearing, releasing anything. You want to be well hydrated, especially if you're doing it for yourself and you're noticing that answers aren't making sense. Go have a glass of water, come back, it'll probably be fine. You need to be well hydrated for it to work easily. So for me, I was like super like, I'm gonna release all these emotions, right? Like I'm gonna get it done and I'm gonna do as many as I can. Your body will only let you do a certain amount. I think he says 6 to 8 emotions in one session is pretty typical. Some people can do it every day. Some people need breaks in between. And you'll know you need a break because when you ask if there's an emotion that's ready to be released, you'll get a no. For me, I was able to go every day, like probably about 10 emotions. The problem was that I was not doing anything else but doing that. So for me, I was getting a lot of like feeling like I had digestion issues around like my solar plexus kind of area, like just like feeling really, really uncomfortable. And I had this like really, really gross dream. If you get grossed out, don't listen for like 30 seconds. I had this dream where I was like throwing up. Like it felt so real. It was so gross. And I don't throw up in real life very often. I've probably thrown up like 5 times my whole life. And so in my dream I was like throwing up. And I woke up and I thought I was throwing up all over my bed. You know those dreams where it's just like so real? So anyway, I'm like, oh my God, like what is that all about? And then I remembered something my yoga teacher had said, and that's if you're not doing the work during the day, like the emotional work of letting the emotions kind of go, a lot of times they have to be processed in your dreams because your body's in a more relaxed state. So that's totally what's happening, right? I was purging. That was me purging my like junk, all the emotions that I was releasing. I was like purging in my dream, and it was horrible. So what I realized is, wow, I need to be doing something in like waking life to make sure I'm clearing these out. So what I tried at first was I tried writing. I tried like writing about the emotions I was releasing, which felt good, but I don't think it quite did what it needed to for me. So I know for some people that would totally work. Probably going on a nice walk in nature would have worked if I like did that by myself. Right now when I go on a walk in nature, it's like with my kids, so it's a little crazy. It's not so relaxing. Maybe some sort of dance or workout type program. But all that was like okay-ish for me. And then what I think's really been helping me is, I don't know if you've ever done anything with breath work. If you have, totally post below. I would love to hear your experiences. It's basically just like laying down and breathing a certain way. The one that I've been doing, I can actually, if you're interested in breath work, I have like a free I have a friend who does it, and she has like a free 11-minute breathwork session, and it's like super powerful. But basically you're just like breathing all through your mouth, breathe into your stomach, breathe into your chest, and then like let it out. Breathe into your stomach, breathe into your chest, let it out. There's so many. You can just go on YouTube and type in breathwork session. Just know breathwork is also can be super powerful. So like for me, when I can tell my body's releasing things, like I feel cold, I feel shaky, sometimes my body literally like shakes. It's like shaking it all out. For me, that's helpful. I could totally see how that could like throw someone into a panic attack if they like didn't expect it, or if they have trouble with that, but maybe that just means you need it even more. So if that sounds interesting, look into breathwork. You could also just look into breathwork and forget about the emotion code book if that felt too complicated. I think for me, hey Judith, lately I've been using the breath work to really release the emotions, and then once in a while I'll just check in if there's an emotion that needs to be released, if I have like a random pain. Yeah, so I think that's all I needed to say. Basically, just I felt like I needed a little like warning label. The emotion code book, it is powerful in a good way, but just know that going in, know that you're going to want to prepare yourself for that. You're going to want to drink water. You're going to want to like take care of your body. You're going to need a lot more self-care, like quiet time, maybe a bath, nature, better food. But I think that goes with any type of emotional type work you're doing. Yeah, so feel free. Let me know if you've done the emotion code book, if you've cleared emotions. Has anything come up for you in terms of like physical stuff? You could also just be like feeling your emotions go up and down. That's totally also happened to me, where I'm feeling like great mood, and then like some tiny little thing throws me off and I'm like crying, and I don't cry easily. So yeah, let me know what everything is going on with you. Breath work, if you've done that, if you've done the emotion code. And like I said, if you're interested in that breathwork sample, maybe I'll even post it below if I remember it later. It's just 11 minutes, and it's super awesome. But yeah, I hope to see you later with Super Attractor.